Overpaying your mortgage could save you thousands of pounds in interest, but if you get it wrong, you could end up triggering charges that undo all that hard work. Before you make that overpayment, here's what you need to know. So what is an overpayment? Well, fundamentally, it's just a payment you make over and above the committed payment you have to make to your lender every month. You can do so via a one-off lump sum, or you can set this up to be a regular overpayment via a standing order with your lender. Most mortgages in the UK do come with an overpayment allowance, but be careful and check your mortgage terms and conditions and your mortgage offer. It will be detailed in there as to exactly what and how much you can pay with your mortgages. Typically, you might see a 10% annual overpayment allowance. So if we look at an example, if your balance is £200,000 and you have that condition on your mortgage that allows a 10% annual overpayment, in the first year, you could look at paying off up to £20,000 of your mortgage without any penalties. Now, it's important to really understand the wording of what's allowed here, because some will allow it off the original balance and some will allow it off the updated balance each 12 months. So be really careful as to what your mortgage actually allows. So what's the impact of you overpaying? Well, one of two things is going to happen. First of all, it may be that you end up paying your mortgage back faster. So by overpaying, you're actually shortening the term and saving thousands of pounds in interest by having the mortgage for a shorter period. Alternatively, you might opt that you want the term of your mortgage, the overall length of your mortgage, to stay the same, but you want to use it to reduce those committed monthly payments that you're meant to pay as part of your mortgage. Now, not all lenders will apply overpayments in the same way. If you've got something like a part interest only and part capital repayment option as well, you want to be really specific with the lender as to which part of the mortgage you are overpaying on. So best advice is always to call up the lender, get really specific with how you want your overpayment to be treated, what they allow, and do everything properly. Now, the bit to be careful with is this idea of an early repayment charge. So we said previously that most mortgages will have an overpayment allowance. Most mortgages will also have an early repayment charge as well. These are charges that are applied if you pay back the loan faster during your initial product period. So let's look at an example again. If you're on a 2-year fixed rate, it's likely that you'll have early repayment charges for those 2 years. And by paying the whole mortgage back or by exceeding over and above your overpayment allowance, you're going to incur charges for doing so. So again, the message is really understand your mortgage offer, your terms and conditions, go through those and see exactly what you're allowed to do. If you have any doubt, call the lender, call the broker who helped you arrange it, and really find out what is specific to your situation. Check your outstanding balance, check your overpayment allowance, and check what early repayment charges are on that mortgage. Really understanding where you are within any product period is going to be crucial to you understanding what the right level of overpayment is for you. When might overpaying not be suitable? I think we have to remember that putting money into a property is easier than getting it out of it. So we need to really be sure that making an overpayment is the right thing to do. Overpaying that mortgage is going to reduce that overall balance, but it's also going to reduce your access to that money. So what have you got coming up in the future? Are there going to be a reason that you need the funds that you're putting in? Are you completely wiping out all of your safety blanket and your emergency fund? It's always good to have some money set aside for those unknown circumstances that are going to come up. Maybe you've got debts out there that are at a higher interest rate in your mortgage. Perhaps you should consider paying those off first. I think if you need to think about flexibility and access to money, maybe making an overpayment isn't the right thing to do. So overpaying absolutely can be beneficial to you, but make sure it fits with your overall wider financial planning. So the key takeaways then: understand what your mortgage allows, get into the terms and conditions in your mortgage offer, and if in any doubt, speak to your lender and your mortgage broker. Understand how the lender is going to apply that overpayment and what that means for you, and think about your wider financial position. Do you need flexibility? Are you putting all of your eggs into this one mortgage basket when actually having some funds elsewhere could be a really useful thing to do? If you're considering an overpayment, we've created a handy overpayment checklist to help you understand and go through this process and make sure that making the overpayment is the right thing for you to do. The link will be in the description below.